Hi all, good morning. Wish you a very happy new year to begin with. I am Sangeeta, guys, and we would talk about the awareness session on a tool that is called as Power BI. Okay, so guys, before I could even begin this session, can please anyone tell me, do you have any knowledge on any other Power BI, a BI tool? Any knowledge in other BI tools such as Tableau?
No. Hi, ma'am. Mandar here.
Yeah, hi Mandar.
Yeah.
You haven't
So,
attended Tableau, Mandar?
no, this is my first awareness session because I have joined 2 weekends back.
Okay, good. Okay, nice, no problem.
Yeah.
Others, guys, anybody who
Okay.
has a knowledge about what do you mean by a BI tool or what is BI?
Yes, ma'am. I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah, hi.
I have.
So you know
Yes,
what?
I know about Tableau, and we use it currently in the organization right now.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, guys, I know worries. I just ask you a question so that I can handle I can plan the session, but no problem. We will start from the scratch. So let me share my screen. Guys, can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so guys,
Yes,
ma'am.
okay.
Yes.
So before I could even start talking about any tool, let me first introduce you how this BI tool is going to help us as a business analyst. Okay. So before this, guys, please understand this is an awareness session. So what do you mean by term awareness? So guys, basically, please understand as a business analyst, we have to talk about certain very core tools that we have learned in the workshop, and we also have dealt with these tools in the nurturing sessions and so on and so forth, guys. Okay, so these awareness session programs are only for you to understand in case you come across these tools in your organizations. Okay, so we if we talk about these tools, Power BI, Tableau, and so on and so forth, yes, there are certain people who would like to go in depth in the tools, but as a business analyst, I'm not required to go in detail about these tools as long as you know the the top management handling the tool from the top end, not into the details. This is more than enough for you guys. So please do not worry if oh my god, I do not know this tool. Don't worry, we're only trying to understand and have a general understanding about what is these tools all about. Okay, now before I even talk about this Power BI, okay, so guys, basically this Power BI tool does come under the category called as business intelligence. Now what do you mean by the term business intelligence? Okay, so guys, business intelligence is that area where you would use your data to pull out, to make decisions. Simple, to make decisions. The stream where you would pull out the data to make decisions is called as business intelligence. Okay, so please understand, organizations out there, guys, does not make a decision just randomly or just by talking to certain people or few people. They would have to depend and rely on the data. That is how they would be able to take very critical decisions. The best example I would like to give is Tesla, guys. How many of you are aware of what is Tesla? Tesla is a car. I'm sorry.
It's an electric car manufacturing company.
It's a car manufacturing company, guys, and Tesla is actually popular because of the electric cars. These are the organized. This is a company where electric cars actually came into the existence to common people. Before people did have, but it was way too expensive. Tesla is expensive, but yes, still people can buy electric cars. So, guys, if you look at Tesla now, if you remember, Tesla electric cars is a very new area, and it's a very new model that they would want to introduce. Now, to take such a drastic decision where your billions and billions of dollars are put, right? How would you take the decision? How would the organization take the decision? Okay, The organization, no, I'm just giving an example of Tesla, guys. You can take any company for that matter. Please understand, any kind of a critical data is actually taken with the help of the previous data. Okay, so the organizations will take the different data types and different data, and they will try to analyze the data, and that is when they will try to take the decision. Okay, so please remember, as a business analyst, as what you have learned in the workshop, you might not. I'm not audible, Rachna. Guys, am I not audible?
Audible.
I am. Rachna,
Audible.
people are able to hear me, Rachna. Just check your audio.
Audible.
Okay.
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Thank you. So guys, basically whenever you have to take your previous data, you have to analyze and come to a conclusion. So please understand, as a core BA, you might not get into this role as long as you're handling your BI. So there is a role called as BIBA, Business Intelligence Business Analyst. He's also called as a data analyst. Okay, so these are the people who would thoroughly work on your Power BI. And if you want to get into a data analyst mode, you have to go in depth into this kind of tools, guys. Okay, so if you want to work as a business analyst and you still want to walk around this tool, so having a decent knowledge is more than enough. Okay, guys. So we have multiple business intelligence tools that is available in the market, guys. Okay, which could be SAP, we have Zoho, we have Oracle, we have Tableau, we have Power BI, Microsoft Power BI, and so on and so forth. And depending on the organization's decision, they would pick any tool. Okay, so we will not be able to tell, why are you doing this? Depending on the tool, and if you're not aware of these tools in the companies, they would give you the training, guys. Okay, so do not worry. What if I do not know? What if I don't know this? Don't worry at all. They will give you the required training. But for now, just let's understand what is Power BI. So guys, number one, first and foremost, Power BI is from Microsoft. Power BI is from Microsoft. And what does, guys, anybody who's aware of Tableau, what is Tableau meant for? Any idea? What does Tableau do? Okay, guys. So people who have taken Tableau and people who haven't taken Tableau, basically, why has this BI tools actually came into existence? What generally happened, previously when people had to take decisions and when people had to really understand what is happening with their organization, they had to do everything on Excel, Microsoft Excel. Generally, I'm sure all of you use Microsoft Excel right here. When you work on Microsoft Excel, what are the challenges that you come across? Any challenges, guys?
Formulas, different formulas to use.
Okay. Is it difficult to use formulas?
Yeah, I mean, difficult to identify for which means how.
Okay.
Sometimes we get error to
Okay,
troubleshoot those errors.
Others, guys?
Ma'am, to visualize.
Visualizing is different. Okay. Anything else, guys?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes it becomes difficult to work with huge data.
Huge data is a problem. Very true. And don't you agree, guys, the way you want to, when you have a data and then when you want to talk about this data to the management, you have a very limited sources of really showing the data. Don't you agree? You don't really get to explain it in a very detailed manner because Excel kind of limits that, right? To avoid these issues, guys, that is why this BI has come into existence. If you talk about any tool out here, okay, all of them would do one major activity, and that activity is called as data visualization. So please do not worry, what is the term I'm using. Okay, what do you mean by data visualization is whatever data you have, and generally what is the data, how does the data available in rows and columns? Would you agree, guys? So basically, whatever data that you have rows and columns, I'm just trying to convert that data into a beautiful way or beautiful images. Okay, that conversion of rows and columns into a beautiful representation is called as data visualization. Okay, you're trying to visualize the data according to your requirement, the way you would like the data to be displayed. Most importantly, why are we doing this, guys? Just to understand the decisions. Whenever you want to take a decision, if you really, it will be very useful for you to take a decision when it is properly represented. Like for example, see, when you want to move into a new house, they have a model house. Don't you agree, guys? Every builder will show you a model house, and is the model house empty or furnished?
Furnished.
Why?
Maybe one is some of the times.
Because
Depends
it
upon
will
builder.
actually help you take a decision as to what kind of furniture you should buy, what kind of wall colors that you should have, what kind of kitchen you should have, right? Similar manner, by creating such kind of data visualization, I'm also explaining the end user saying, sir, don't worry, this is how we will explain you and this is how you can take a decision. That concept is called as data visualization. Okay, so basically this Power BI, to be very, very precise, is nothing but a bridge between the data and the decision. Okay, there's a bridge between the data and the decision. That kind of bridge is what we will learn in Power BI. Any questions, guys, so far? Okay, so guys, we do have a PPT which I would just wanted to show it to you. Let me just open that for you. It will actually give you a very easy understanding about what I'm explaining, guys. Just a second. Just a minute. Huh? Can you all see PDF?
It's loading.
Are you trying to work on Power BI? Trying to do it, or you just trying to look at my screen and do it later? If you're planning to do it with me, it will take a little time because it will get
Do it later.
yeah. If you have any plan of doing it right now, don't do that, guys, because it might take a little time for us to install and stuff. I'll show it to you clearly, and then you can do it later. Okay. So, guys, if you look at my PDF, so basically this Power BI, yeah.
Sorry, ma'am. Yes.
I'm not seeing PDFs.
And you're not able to see the
PDF.
Screen. You have to share the screen.
Yes, top
Just a
screen.
minute. How about now?
Not. No.
Yeah.
Yes, now we can.
Yeah.
It's good now.
Okay. So, guys, if you talk about this Power BI, your end product should look something like this. Okay. If you look at this pie chart, whatever we have. It is kind of a data that has multiple rows and columns. So what did we do? We just converted those rows and columns into something like this, a very colorful image, which is also very interactive. Well, what is the advantage of this Power BI is you would have extremely interactive dashboards or the data. You know, when you go select these colors, the data will be displayed very clearly, and with the help of this you can actually read the data using these images. Okay, now the second thing is here, guys, whenever you're talking about this data, let's first look at what is this Power BI here. Basically, if I just mentioned so far, Power BI does provide a 360-degree view for your business users, wherein they can take all the good decisions. And very important, guys, Power BI is also available on your mobile. So you could also view your reports on your mobile as well, which is not available with Tableau that we have learned here. Okay, so the Power BI would help you do this. Now let's move forward. What are the features of Power BI? Number one, it is very easy to set up. It is a very open source thing, guys, wherein you can actually sign up and you can install that in your computer so far. But make sure your system has Windows 7 plus, Windows 7 and above, wherein you will be very easy to set up. Which I'll also explain you how we can set up. Okay, now, okay, the second very important feature is you can access your data wherever it is. Yes, if you talk about any kind of a Power BI tool or a Tableau tool, I'm talking Power BI so far, you can access your data. If you talk about Excel, on the other hand, you cannot really capture and paste the data anywhere and you can work on, because if you look at Excel will save as an image or an Excel sheet. But Power BI, you can actually add your data or put your data into the Power BI, and accordingly you can work on it, and you'll get real-time reports. I just mentioned, guys, you will get real-time interactive reports wherein the data will change accordingly. Okay, and you can also ask questions. You'll have an option to ask questions. I'm assuming you'll get it anywhere, but definitely you can ask questions and get answers. And you can also invite your team members, and you can also add them into your dashboard so that everybody can view the reports and they can discuss on the ifs and buts on the reports. And you can make data-driven decisions from anywhere. You can make data-driven decisions from anywhere, and you can curated content. Just otherwise, I'm just walking through this. The reason being, I will not want to spend a lot of time in this area, and you'll also get this document. You can read it yourself, which is why I am not going through this theory. Is it okay, guys? Or should I explain you one by one?
No need.
Thank you. Saved me. Okay, guys. Now, who should use Power BI? As I mentioned earlier, Power BI is generally used mostly by the data analysts. But as a business analyst, if you are involved in a BI role, if you're involved in an analytics role, okay, that is only when you would use Power BI. Okay. So please do not worry if you're not getting in depth. If we are not getting in depth in the class, we don't have to. Okay, so if you're working on a project in a waterfall model, an agile model, we will not have to use Power BI. And second important thing, if your company doesn't have a BI tool, we don't even have to worry about it. So we're just learning to understand and to know, okay, the sort of tool exists in the market. Okay, now I also want to explain you how we can install the tool. Okay, from there we can get into the tool, guys. These are nothing but dashboards. If you can see my screen, I'm scrolling up and down, guys. These are nothing but the dashboards that have been created in your Power BI. All these are your dashboards. Look at this. These are nothing but your dashboards that have been created in your Power BI, and so forth. Okay, so you can create a tiles version. So I will explain that after some time. Now, very important.
Ma'am, is it a sorry?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry to disturb. Yeah, is it a paid tool or it's a open source? If I want to work on this,
Yes,
means if I want to download it.
Yeah, I'm just coming there. Basically, we have a paid version also and we have a free version also, sir. Okay. If the
Okay.
organizations have to buy Power BI, they will buy the paid version. The reason being, the data is very secure that way. But for you to practice,
Okay.
we also have a very free version. I will explain you what it is. So that way, the data is valuable and you
Okay.
can use the data for practice. But companies would buy a paid version, and that version is called as Power BI Pro.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. So guys, what are
Okay.
the tools of Power BI? The first tool of Power BI is called as Power BI Desktop. Okay. So what do you mean by Power BI Desktop? It is, yeah guys, here. See, please understand. In this Power BI Desktop, you can, even if you paid the money, you will get Power BI Desktop wherein your data will be secured. But if you want to practice your Power BI just for sake of it, you can do that and you don't have to make any payment for that. Okay, but a free version and end-to-end solution that is we have is a Power BI. Okay, so the Power BI Desktop will make sure all your analytics are is visible on your laptop or your computer or your desktop. Next, the next type of a tool is called as Power BI Service. This is nothing but a cloud-based service, guys. Now, I'll tell you the difference here. Please remember, be very careful here. A Power BI Desktop is the tool where you can create the reports and you can view them. Okay, and you can save it in your personal computer, which is fine. But if you wanted organization to look into it, if you wanted organization people to share that report, we have another tool called as Power BI Service. Okay, so basically this is where you would be able to save your data into the cloud and you would be able to publish your Power BI reports. Now please understand this, guys. Whenever we are buying a third party software, you can take Jira, you can take Tableau, Power BI, anything else. Okay. When you are trying to do this, what's going to happen is these admins, the Power BI admin, Microsoft admins will be actually handling this cloud. So they would make sure your data is secured in their cloud. Tomorrow, 2 years, 3 years down the line, still you will be able to view the data because it is saved in the cloud of the Microsoft admin, Power BI admins. That is a difference. So your this one will actually help you share the reports, and all the people can either view them or they can look into them in your mobile app or in their desktop. Clear so far? The third one is called as Power BI Mobile. As I just mentioned, same thing, you can download it in App Store or your Windows Store or your Google Play, wherein you can view everything on your mobile phone. That is it. Okay. Then we have a Power BI Gateway. What is this? It will only try to make sure you are able to refresh on the published reports in the Power BI service. Okay. So basically we have two editions here. One is called as a personal edition and an enterprise edition. So you would for you to use in a home or your enterprise, you could use it. So for example, what is a personal? If you want to use a data in your home computer, use this way. Or if you want to do an enterprise, you can do it that way. Okay. So that is how we have the tools, guys. Is it clear so far? What are the 4 different tools that Power BI will offer you? Mobile, desktop, and so on and so forth. Clear so far, guys? Any questions? Any doubts? Okay. No. So just for, as I mentioned earlier, for us to practice now, we will install a Power BI desktop application. Okay. We do not need anything else. We would only have a Power BI free desktop application. How do you do that? Simple. You just have to, if you are listening to it and if you want to write it down, you can, guys, for understanding what you just have to go on the Google and download it, which is why I do it, but I'm just explaining you guys. Go on Google and you say Power BI desktop download. Okay, so you get a Power BI. Please, guys, you try to use Microsoft, which is very safe for all of you. So you put your language and then you can download, or even you can get it now also. That also can be done. So, okay. So this is, guys, this is the older version. I did not get anything like that right now when I downloaded it. You can just directly go on your computer, get it now, and you will get your step. It's a very, very, very simple way of downloading your Power BI. And if you have any problems, you can let us know. We'll help you. It's very simple, guys. You just have to go download and you can select the Power BI. Yes, so far, guys, any doubts, any questions?
We're good.
Okay. And if you are interested to also read about this Power BI Pro paid version, you can also do it, because with this they'll give you a 10 GB space to store your data. And if that is what you're looking at, that also can be done. But for now, honestly, for a business and perspective, let's go for a free version, guys. You don't have to go for the paid version. Okay, clear? Okay. So let's move now. So guys, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Power
yes, ma'am.
BI desktop application would look something like this, guys. It is an application that got downloaded. You just have to click on the application and to start off. Just let me open the application. It just takes a few minutes to. Yeah. This is how but we won't do anything. We will actually have to wait for the screen for your sheet to open. This is nothing. Just you will. It is nothing to do. We'll just have to wait for 2 more seconds for things to come. So guys, can you all see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is your working screen, guys. Okay. So once you have downloaded your Power BI desktop, this is what you will see on your screen. Okay, wherein you can add data to your report, and they're giving us options to extract or import data from the other data sources. So guys, one very important feature of a BI tool, take it Power BI or your Tableau, any BI tool, guys, the best and the easiest thing is that you can drag the data into the tool and you can automatically create however you would like to show the reports or the visualizations. Okay, so if you look at it, I'll just talk about how you can pull the data from other sources. It's a very important feature of a BI tool. So guys, if you look at my screen in the middle portion, it clearly mentions that you can import the data from Excel, you can import the data from SQL Server, and you can paste data into a blank table and try a sample data set. So guys, if at all your data is in an Excel format, you can import it. What do you mean by SQL Server, guys? SQL Server is a database. Now, let's assume you have taken a paid version. Very important. Please understand, remember this and listen to me. Whenever you're using a BI tool desktop, guys, right now, please do not use your company data here. Just because it is not a paid version, anybody can view the data and they can take advantage of it. So please do not use any professional data here for practice. I will tell you from where you can pull out the data. We can use that data, but not your organization data. And when I'm talking about SQL Server, generally SQL Server is a database. Whatever data that you have worked in organization, generally it is stored in a database. From there, they are asking you to import the data. But for now, I will not use it. Clear so far, guys, all of you? Okay, here. Yes, if you want, you can also paste the data into a blank table and still you can use it. But we don't have to. And then you can use a sample data set, which I'll explain you in some time. Okay. Apart from these options, there are many options with which you can pull out the data, guys. I mean, you'll be surprised to know that this, I mean, you don't even know that you have heard this term, but there's so many formats in which you can pull the data. I'll just show that formats to you, the list of the formats, so that you will have an understanding. Okay, just give me 1 second. It is opening. Yeah, look at it. See, Excel workbook, XML, JSON, folder, PDF, Packward. I don't even know what is Packward. SharePoint, yes. Access database, yes. There are certain tools I have no idea. Vertica, Impala, I have never heard this, but yes, there are this. Look at it. You can pull out the data from all of these ways. Are we clear so far, guys? Any questions, any doubts? Yes. If you look at it, you can also pull a diagram from another designing tool called Azure, other tools. You can also pull out diagrams and you can put it here. Let's assume you have created a use case diagram or an active diagram somewhere. You can also pull it here. Clear so far, guys? Any doubts, any questions? What are the ways that you can pull the data? Okay, yeah. Now, I will want to tell you what are these icons here. Guys, if you look at the first icon, it is nothing but the way you would want to create the report. If you look at this visualization, this is how the way you would like to create a report. I won't touch it now. And what is this? It is nothing but the data, which I'll explain you in some time. And what is this model? Basically, guys, what is this? Please pay attention here. When you have a data, let's assume I want to compare 5 years data to take one decision. I want to take 5 years data to take a decision. What will I do is, I will take that data and I will put all of this data inside and let's try to create what kind of relationship it has. Like for example, let's assume I want to take data of the whole India. Okay. Underneath, I would also want to talk about probably your Andhra, probably your Delhi, Chennai, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's assume. Okay, now Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore, all the data comes under what data, guys? What table? India. You agree? Right? So that kind of relationship also you can create using this model. But that is too complex for a business analyst. We will not have to touch it. This is not done by us at all. But I'm just telling you for FYI. Any questions, guys? Any doubts here in this thing? What is model?
No.
Good so far, no confusion, right? Okay. Now,
Yes.
what do you do? Look at the right side. Right side is your visualizations. For people who actually looked at Tableau, Tableau gave a bigger picture, but here they're showing the visualizations like this. You have multiple visualizations that you have. What is visualization? The way you would want to show your data. And if you want, guys, you can also get more visuals. You can get more visuals. You can import a visual from a file. You can remove a visual. You can restore. What is get more visuals? You can download them. See, I'll just show you what. So here, if I put my email ID, they will send more organizational content and more related stuff to my email ID. From there, I can download the visuals. For now, I'm not doing it. I'll cancel it. Okay, clear so far, guys? But for now, let's use this data to work. Now, what do you mean by your formatting? If you want to do any color formatting, anything you can do. Okay, and here it is nothing but how do you want the report, cross report, you can put all the filters. How do you want to do clear so far? Just a second. What is this here? What do you mean by term file? You can open a report, save as, import, export. You can take a report from here, you can send a report, and you can do stuff like that. Then you have insert if you want to insert anything. If you want to do modeling, what is modeling? If you want to add any kind of relationships and stuff like that. If you want to view your work, and if you want to get a help, which we'll try to look at few of them now. Any questions so far, guys? Any doubts? Okay. So guys, I just mentioned you that we can try a sample data set. Okay. Let's click on this and see what kind of sample data set that is available with Power BI. Guys, if at all you're unable to get a data set like this, see here. Take a tutorial online and you can experiment and you can load sample data, or else simple manner I'll tell you. Just go to sample data set for Power BI. You will get multiple sample sets for Power BI. If you look at here, can you all see my screen, guys? See.
Yes, ma'am.
You have
Yes.
8
Yes.
samples, built-in samples we have, and we can use sample data, say customer profitability sample, HR resource, HR sample, IT spend analysis sample, opportunity analysis, procurement. You can use any kind of a sample. Okay. All these are your samples, your workbooks. Are we clear so far, guys? You can download them and you can use them in your manner. Okay. For now, for our understanding, I would want to use this, the financial sample Excel workbook, and which I have downloaded already. Okay, guys, I will use that sample. Now, what will I do? I will go on Excel because it's an Excel sheet. Now, I have a financial sample. I will. We are establishing the connection. Yeah. So guys, here, if you look at it, I do have a financial sample Excel sheet. Okay. And if you look at it, there is something called as financials on it and sheet 1. In that, we have financials is one field and we have a sheet 1. Now, how many, if at all, let's assume we have multiple such sheets in that one big sheet, you can select them. But for now, I'll select my financials and I will just click on it, and this is the data that is available in that sheet. There is segment, a country, a product, a discount band, units sold, manufacturing price, sale price, gross sales, and so on and so forth, guys. And I have them for your countries as well. Now, one thing what you can do is we can walk through the complete data, and if there is any field that you feel is a waste, okay, if there's any field that you feel is a waste, we can remove it. Like for example, let's assume I do not want this. What can I do? I can remove this and then we can work on it. But for now, I don't want to do anything like that. But you can also remove the data. Now I will look at the data. I will see all the data is good to go and I'm happy with it. Right? And one more best way I would suggest is, instead of doing it here, we can do it in the original data and then you can upload it here. That's a more, we can upload the data here. It's more easier. Okay. So I feel it is okay. I'm happy with this and I will transform the data. Guys, you can either say load or you could say transform the data. I would use the word transform the data. Clear so far, guys? Any questions? No confusion, right? Okay. Once you transform the data, is query editor. Now, right now, your data is coming and sitting in a Power editor. Okay. So, I will select this. Original data that I have this. Okay, and the name of it is financial. If you want to change it, you can change it. But for now, and look at this. If you want to put filter, you can. But for now, I don't have any filters, so I will remove the thing. Let me see if I can remove it here also. I think I can remove this here. Yeah, I can remove it here. Guys, I can also remove it here also. Remove columns. Whatever changes I'm making to data, I'm getting it here. If you want to do only with US, you can do it. Or any other country, you can do it. Your wish, guys. I'm just trying to look around the data. You do this as homework wherein you can just play with the data. Okay. Now, once I have analyzed my original data and I have looked at my data is all good to go, I will confirm this and then I will say close and apply. I will say close and apply. So, which is where it will come to data. Is it clear, guys? The way I have pulled the data from an outsource to from other source to this Power BI? No doubts, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll just let it load just for a minute. So guys, if you look at it now, my data is not yet, I haven't created any visuals here. So, but I can see what kind of data that I have here. See, so these are the fields that is there in that report. Okay. So now it is a very simple thing as a cakewalk. Now, depending on how you want to represent the data, you can pull the visuals. Okay. So let's assume I want to take this chart. Okay. It's called as clustered bar chart. I have taken this clustered bar chart and click on it, command would come here. Okay. Now when I have this one, I would want to select the content. See, let's assume I want to add sales here. Okay. I want to add my COGS and also want to add okay. Just a second. Okay. I can drag the report better visual representation. So these are the countries it is coming and we have more countries. Now what will I do? I will also want to add the date, the discounts and the gross sales. I'm just adding some data, guys. I'm just playing with it. Okay. So
Hello.
yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Can you
Ma'am, can you explain it again that how did you start?
which one?
Can you explain this again? Actually, I missed the things you are explaining right now.
Which
Sales
one?
things that how does
I just
it
pull the data
came?
from here.
I didn't get that.
This one. From here.
Yes.
Okay, guys. We'll do that sometime. Let me just finish this.
From where?
I'll just explain that after some time. Okay. Let me first finish this and then we will work on that. So guys, are you able to understand what I have done here? See, I have just created one diagram. I would not, this is not dashboard yet. I'm just trying to see this, do this. Okay. You want to expand or collapse, it's your wish. Are we clear with this one thing I've done, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what will I do? Once I have this, I can take another page. Probably we'll take a new set of data and then we will try to work on it. Let's see. I will talk about how many units I have sold in this year. We will take another type. Maybe we'll take a pie chart. Let's see. And if you want to change the color, guys, you can also do that. Please understand. You can just go to view. I'm assuming, yeah, this one. Just take the colors however you want. Okay, you can just take any color that you want. Okay, then let's assume I would also want to put the country. Where will that come? Do you get this, guys? You're able to understand now, right?
Yes, ma'am. I got it.
Yes. So guys, what I do next? Again, I'll take another kind of format. Let's assume I take country and I talk about sales. I'll take maybe where is this one? Map. Yeah, map. Let me drag it. Just a second. Just a second, guys. Just a second. I'm very sorry, guys. Yes, so this is how I have taken. So are you able to understand this? Shall we do any more reports, guys? Are we good enough? Probably we can take one more that says we can talk about sales. Probably we have month wise. We can talk about sales, month name, and month number. And let's assume I take a table. Let's see. Yeah. So guys, now one thing what we can do is actually whatever data we have created, right, here in Tableau, in Power BI, we will actually put all of them together like this. See, we can just put the data together like this. So whatever data that I have, I'll copy it and I can save it there, and then we can create a like a dashboard. See, wait. So let's assume I want to make it shorter. Okay. Then just try to show us table. Guys, do you have questions? Meanwhile, I pull out the data into a small thing. Any questions that you have, guys?
So, ma'am, the data that we are pulling out, all of this is like just some random prefed data, right? It's
Yes,
not something that we created.
Yeah, it is a preset data, the sample data that I'm pulled up. I'm doing. That is provided by the Microsoft.
Okay, okay.
This is actually given to me by Microsoft.
We are just creating something on our own. Say, if we want something specific, so whatever we are creating and putting this on, so it will be. Oh, you said that it will be like as sample data.
I didn't understand the question. I'm sorry.
No, say if you have one specific requirement that you want to put, not necessarily for your company, but maybe something that some data that you have in mind that you are putting it over here.
Okay.
So will it automatically get saved and be available as sample for everyone else to
It
see?
would be, but again, it will be definitely, yes. If you want to create a data, I think you can. But again, for that, you need to have this Power BI or other tool, that server wherein you can share the data with others.
Okay, no, not if I don't want to share it, I'm just putting on my understanding. So will it still get
Really
saved?
ask me, don't do that on a Power BI desktop because it is unpaid. People would also view your data. But if you want to do whatever you're asking me, you can do that in Power BI Pro.
Okay.
You can do that in Power BI
Ma'am,
Pro, but not in here.
not, but Power BI Pro would be a paid version.
Paid version, exactly. The reason is there they'll give you more save data for you to store. They'll give you like 1 GB kind of a data where you can actually store the data.
Okay.
Yeah, but not here.
But what if the data doesn't mean anything? I just, just for the sake of practice, I made something up by myself.
Exactly.
That wouldn't matter, right?
No, it doesn't matter. I'm just doing the data only for me to.
Okay.
And as a business analyst, if you are able to do this, it is more than enough. If you're able to create such kind of, if you're able to, and you can also copy paste them in a PPT and also show it to them. Okay. The best only thing is for us is to make sure you visualize the data and accordingly you are creating such kind of images. It is more than enough for us to work on your Power BI. Even with Tableau also, as long as you're able to do these reports and create a dashboard, this is more than enough. You get it right, what I'm telling you.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
When we'll be sharing it with other people for the editing more, how to do that setting, that kind of a setting that for specific person it will be read only mode, and for specific person they will be able to edit it as well, right? So can we do that first of all? And
yes. We have a see. If you look at this, you can do that. Provided you buy this one. That is what I'm telling you. You can do what the question, to answer your question, you have to purchase the Power BI. And when you are purchasing, you should make sure that your organization is providing this one. You just go there. Just a second, let me show you what it is. This gateway and this service. This is where you can publish, you can create, and you can also let others edit. But again, generally, when we do talk about this BI tools, we don't let anybody edit our data. Because generally, when we are creating this BI, it is only to show the management on the data that you have created. You cannot let anybody edit the data as long as there is a major change. Generally, we don't allow that in organizations.
Even not for other BIs, like if they are working with us like that.
Honestly,
we're not with them.
You don't give them an access to edit. Nobody should edit. And if you really ask me, that is not a good practice. If they're asking you to edit, you should do it, and again you'll send the link. But generally, you can't let edit, because the problem once you start editing the data, right, things will not be as good as it sounds.
Right. And it will be only read-only mode. For others.
They can edit because we have an option to give an access to others. But generally, when you sign into the Power BI and you have a paid version, you can undoubtedly do that. But if you really ask me, that
okay. Okay.
Yeah. So guys, here if you look at it, the way I have created a dashboard is simple. See. Unlike your Tableau where you have an official dashboard where you will create like a dashboard, here you just have to adjust the panels, guys. In this Power BI, what I'm doing is I'm just trying to adjust the panels, and they're also giving me option to align it properly. See. If you look at it, see. I'm just trying to align the images. Do you get what I'm saying? I get a double click on the empty space and then I can create more data. Or else what you can do, you can add a new visual. That also can be done. You say new visual will come again. None is boring. Just a second. Yes, guys. Let me do one more thing. Country, sales, and I'll take a. Are you able to understand what I'm doing, guys?
Yes.
This is a dashboard in your Power BI. We don't have a specific separate dashboard like, wherein they'll talk it, and you can export this data to anybody. Again, whenever you're done, you again click on a new visual. Again, you have another data. Are we getting it, guys? What I'm doing? No questions, right? Sure. Please ask if you have any doubts, guys. Don't hesitate at all. See. And if you want to extend, you can extend like this. Yeah. And if you want to again change it to another format, you can do it here. If you want to represent that you don't like this dashboard, want to change it, change it. See. Do you get this, guys? What I'm doing? This is called as a dashboard in Power BI. And when you hover your mouse over these images, the data is changing. Clear so far, guys?
Yes.
This is all about Power BI, guys. From a business analyst point of view, more than enough with what we have done. So now your homework is take any other sample set and start working on such kind of reports and just create. And you can also take Google. If you go on Google, you can also pull out some kind of samples on dashboard samples. From there also, like for example, I'm telling you what I'm trying to explain here is dashboard sample Power BI. You can take such images. You can create such dashboards now going forward like this. Can you see my screen? Such kind of dashboard and create. Yes. You can just name the dashboard and you can create this content. And yeah, if you look at this content here, you can also do that. If you go to Power BI, text box. Do you see text box here? You click on text box will come and you can also add the data like this. See, I put a text box. You can type anything there. It is as simple as like that. Is it good? Any questions? Any doubts?
So, ma'am, these.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Hi. So this is the data that you have, put it in a collage format. Is it like the same data but in different formats, or is it like different data that you have just combined together in one sheet?
When you meant format, what do you mean by the format? You meant this thing.
No. Yeah, the format. So one, there is a pie chart, and then there is a bar chart, and there is a map. and another line chart that is there. So like, is it all the same data, different interpretations, or you have put like different data?
Different data. I have selected here. When you select these buttons here, you can so the way I am selecting the buttons, I am using a different type of data.
Okay. So like they don't have a relation with each other. It's just something that you have compiled together.
Generally what happens is when you're talking about these BI tools and dashboards, okay, when you want to represent the same data in multiple formats, it is not a useful data. Okay, like let's assume I'll give you a very simple example here. I have an example very simple to answer your question. See, guys, if you look at it, let me answer that question for you very easily. I wanted to show it's a very interesting dashboard I have seen. So here, if you can see my screen, this is also a dashboard. So this is a dashboard that is created by Tableau, another BI tool. I'm just giving an example because I kind of like this. If you look at this example here, what is showing, they're talking about the state-wise preferences. Okay, in this state, how many dogs they like? See, here they like more dogs. What is the difference here? And what are the number of dogs per household? What kind of mean number of dogs are there? And see here it talks about what is the preference that people have. So what am I doing this way? Now I know should I buy a dog or a cat. If I'm staying in this state called as Montana, okay, should I buy a dog or a cat? Probably a dog, because the dog population is 282 and the cat population is 277. If I buy a dog, I might have a dog park. I might get very variety of food. Don't you agree?
Right.
So that, see here, please understand, when you are creating a BI dashboard, sir, okay, our main intention is to take a decision. Okay, and if you don't show me these multiple types of data, I would not be able to take a decision on should I have a new branch in other state or shouldn't I have a new branch. Just by looking at the sales in that state, I would be able to take a decision, right? So that kind of information is pulled out with a BI dashboard. The reason why we have BI is that only. So we will never show same data in multiple formats. Instead, we should show, but yes, we'll have a heading. Sales for this state. Let's assume I want to say sales for California because it is, or for USA. So what will I do? I will make sure I only select, I go to this data. Okay, I will only select the country USA. Then again, I will create a image. Are we getting it now? I'll only take US and I will say okay. And now I will create a US kind of a stuff. Is it clear so far? Any questions, any doubts with what I have done?
Got it, ma'am.
Yeah, sure, right? Did I answer your question?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions, guys? I will want to use the word publish when you can see a bigger screen. I would want to save and I can get it saved. I can see the bigger screen. That's it. I would want to publish it in a bigger screen. Clear so far, guys? Any doubts? with what I have done?
Ma'am, what is that third option? First one is report. The second one
This is
on the left hand side, ma'am.
this one, map.
No, no, and that small icons, no? Report data, and I think the third one is model.
This one, model. Yes, model.
Yes,
This is
ma'am. What is the use of
basically what happens.
this icon?
I'll tell you. See, basically, let's assume I want to talk about the sales of some countries. Okay, so now that could be my main report. Under that report, I have sales for America, sales for India, and sales for Europe. Okay, now if I want to open a new branch in America, should I open or not? How will you compare the data? What will you do? Number one, you will look at the sales in America alone. You agree? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you will compare the sales from all over the other countries to this country. Let's assume the sales is more in India. Why would I want to open one in America? You agree? So
Okay.
what the advantage of this model is, you would be able to compare the data from different data sets. Okay, that is the reason why we have this model which talks about the relationship between data sets. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And this if you really ask me, this is generally done by data analyst because he has to get in depth into the data. But generally, we won't be given such tasks because honestly, our organization doesn't expect a BA to do this. But definitely, we should be able to understand. At least you should have an understanding, guys. Now, if somebody gives you data, can't you work on Power BI now? You can, right?
Ma'am, the purpose of yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the purpose of Tableau and Power BI is same, right?
Same.
This is just visualization of data.
Exactly. Same. You can in the organization you would either use a Tableau or Power BI, not both.
Okay, okay.
You'll only use one, not both.
Ma'am, which is more convenient, Power BI or
Honestly, I felt both are very similar. I mean, if you really ask me, both are same. In Tableau, there is a very different option wherein they'll say that yes, you can create dashboard, but here it's also very comfortable. I've worked both. Both are very similar to me. It is very, very easy. But you just can't have to understand how it is navigated. And it is very simple, I felt.
okay.
Both are very similar, just like 5% here and there. Clear so far? Okay, guys. Any doubts, guys? Any questions?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, is there any session for Microsoft Visio?
Visio, we don't have, Subhashri. Generally, Visio happens in the workshop, but you can talk to your coordinator and check if they have any such sessions.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah? Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. If you have no doubt, shall we log out then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a great year ahead. And take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Most welcome, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
You too, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you. Bye everyone.